phylum Arthropoda. So what is that? Arthropoda. Arthropoda nothing but arthro means foot, giant, podia means foot. These are giant foot. These organisms are giant foot individuals. So these are highest. These are completely, they are very large populations in their complete animal kingdom. So these are what I am saying. These are first. These are the huge population was there in complete animal kingdom. Huge population was there in animal kingdom. So these are shown. Which one? These are shown terrestrial nature, aquatic nature, and aerial nature. These individuals are shown three types of what is that habitation. Three different type of habitation. What are they? Aquatic in nature. So these type of arthropodons are there is an aquatic region. These arthropodons are there in terrestrial region and the land surface area. Most of the individuals are there in. So let's see the arthropodons. The arthropodons are first phylum. Sorry, means the largest phylum in animal kingdom. This phylum is completely classified by Vansiebold. Everyone, Vansiebold. Note down everyone. The phylum is Arthropoda is classified by Vansiebold. Successfully classified by the Vansiebold and separated by the sum of the individuals. So these arthropodons are shown. Arthropodons are shown three different type of habitations. First organisms are shown. This is the only first phylum. This is only one first phylum shown. Different types of habitation. Takes different type of habitation. Habitations. What are the aquatic, terrestrial, and aerial? Aquatic, terrestrial, and aerial are. Okay, first one. These are highest levels of the organization. These are also shown system grade, system levels of the organization. These are also shown system levels of the organization. These are also shown system levels of. Note down everyone. System. This is in this phylum. In this phylum, one question comes for the 4 marks. 2 questions comes from the 2 marks. Means this phylum is very important for the 8 marks. Are you clear? Yes. So these are system levels of organization. Organ system levels of the organization. Are you clear? These are shown bilaterally symmetrical. These are bilateral. Sorry, not bilateral. Biradial. Biradially symmetrical. These are biradially symmetrical individuals. So the body distinguished into 3 regions are there. What are they? What is that? Prosoma, mesosoma, and epistosoma. What is that? Prosoma, mesosoma, and epistosoma. Nothing but head, thoracic, and abdomen. That is called prosoma, epistosoma, and metasoma. The body is distinguished into prosoma, prostoma, or prostoma, soma, mesosoma or metasoma. Last one is opistosoma. Prosoma, metasoma, and opistosoma. 3 somas are there. First one, prosoma, nothing but head, thoracic. Last one is abdomen, abdominal region. The 3 regions are there. Head, thoracic, and abdominal regions are there. Let's these are completely aquatic, terrestrial. You know that. Yes. First one, head is commonly known as, very important. This is commonly called as a head. Is scientifically called as a cepha. Commonly called as scientifically called cepha. Note down everyone. The head is scientifically called cephalic region. Cephalic head is scientifically called cepha. Commonly called head. Cepha. The cepha containing The cephi is consistence of 5 segments. How many segments? 5 segments. 5 segments. The first segments antenna, antenules, mandibules, mandibulars. Consistent of antenna, antennae, antenules, antenules, mandibulars, mandibulars, mandibules, mandibular, mandibules, and consistent of one pair of the eyes. Okay, so the head bearings of one pair of the tentacles. The tentacles are known as the antenna. One pair of the tentacles, sensory organ, that is called as a antenna. Antenules, these are mouth, the buccal cavity, the containing one of the antenules are there. These are act like a sensory organ. Act like a sensory organ. Next one, the mandibula and maxillary or mandible. Maxillary and mandibular both are same. And the mandible. These are known as jaws. Mandibules are called as jaws. These are known as jaws. The head bears of tentacles. What is that? Eyes, mandibules, jaws. Next one, thoracic region. The thoracic. Next one, the body. Next one, the body is completely covered by. Body is completely covered by the outermost covering membrane is known as a chitin. It is useful for prevention of water loss. Body covered by endoskeleton. Body covered by the endoskeleton is known as a body covered by the endoskeleton is known as a chitin material. Chitin material. This chitin material act like endoskeleton. It is prevention of water loss. Prevention of water loss. Material prevention of water loss. Next one, thoracic region. The thoracic region consists of the trachea. Okay, so next one, opisthosoma is the posterior part of the body. Opisthosoma, posterior part of the body containing anus. So first one is the body. These are shown heterosegmentation and pseudo-segmentation. Heterosegment. What is the difference between the hetero and pseudo? Hetero means different. The first segment, let's see is a triploblastic. Are you clear? Just concentrate. Triploblast. Just concentrate. Please concentrate. Triploblastics. What is the difference between the heterosegmentation and pseudo-segmentation? Heterosegmentation and heterosegmentation means different segmentations are there. Hetero means a different type of segments. Let's see the heterosegmentation. These are triploblastic in nature. Triploblast means ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. 3 terms are there. The heterosegmentation means the body containing three segments, the 3 layers. Segments. The anterior segment is posterior and external, middle and internal segments are completely different. External segment, middle segment and internal segment. Both segments are dissimilar. 3 segments are completely dissimilar. Are you clear? There is not a proper order. In Annelida, they are arranging in a proper order. That is called the holosegmentation. These are hetero means the first segmentation, the external first segmentation, middle segmentation and endosegmentation. Ectoderm, mesoderm. Ectoderm segmentation, mesoderm segmentation, endodermal segmentation completely different. So this is called as the heterosegmentation. That is called heterosegmentation. Are you clear? What is a pseudo segmentation? Very, very important. Pseudo. False. It is not a true segments. False segments. So these are shown different type of segment. The first segment is small. Second segment is large. Third segment is middle. Fourth segment is large. That is called as pseudo. After the 3 or 4 segments, there is no segments. After 3 or 4 segments, there is no segment. That is called pseudo segments. False segments. First segment is there. Second segment is large. Third segment is median. Fourth segment is large. Fifth to last one there is no segments. That is type of segmentation is called as pseudo segmentation. This type of holo segmentation and pseudo segmentation, both segmentations are there in Arthropoda phylum. Which phylum? This is very, very, very important. What is the difference in between of the hetero and pseudo? Pseudo means false. Pseudo means false. Okay. The triploblastic. Next, respiration, digestion, respiration. Let's discussing the each and every organs. Yes. First one, digestion starts with digestion, ends with excretion. Okay, first one, the digestion. Digestion is complete digestive system. The complete digestive system. The most of the organisms are carnivorous. The most of the organisms are carnivorous. But which organisms are depends of another individuals for flesh. Those organisms are known as flesh and blood. Those individuals are introducing into carnivorous form. This first one is complete digestive system. Complete digestive system. Complete digestive system means starts with the mouth, end with the anus. Clear. These are carnivorous in nature. Carnivorous in nature. Most of the individuals are carnivorous in nature. Some of the individuals, very less individuals are herbivorous. Herbivorous forms. Okay, clear. Next one. Respiration. Respiration through in the aquatic individual, terrestrial and aerial. These are three are there. First one, the aquatic individuals. First one, the aquatic arthropodans are respiration through the gills. Gills. Some of the individuals are respire through the book gills. Some of the individuals. First one gills. Second one is book gills. Which one? Aquatic individual. Second one, terrestrial individual. Terrestrial. Example, aquatic individual example, Macrobranchium rosenbergi, Macrobranchium malcolm. So nothing but prawn. The name prawn. Okay. Okay. Next one, terrestrial individual. Terrestrial individual shown Malpighian tubule. Sorry. Trachea. Shown the trachea. Next one. What is areoles? Areoles are also respiring through the trachea. Clear. Next one, circulation. Third one is circulation. So the circulation done by the heart, it is located in the dorsal region. Heart is located in dorsal region. Dorsal region, not a vent. This is the ventral region. This is the dorsal region. The heart is located in the dorsal region. Dorsal region. Heart is located in dorsal region. Which type of circulation? Open type of circulation. Open type of circulation. Okay. So there is no pigment. There is no blood pigment. So these are look like a white in color. That is known as a hemolymph. Hemolymph means white. Hemo means blood. Lymph means white. There is no blood pigment. So these are look like a white in color. That is called as a hemolymph. Hemolymph. Next one, hemocyanin. The type of blood pigments are there. Hemocyanin. Hemocyanin. These are containing some amount of the copper. The blood containing some amount of the copper. Those are the circulation. Next one, nervous system. Nervous system. Which type of nervous system is there? These are completely developing peripheral, autonomous and central nervous system. These are endocrine system is very well developed. Which system? Endocrine system is very well developed. Endocrine system. Endocrine nothing but secretion of hormones. Endocrine system is very well developed in this phylum. Let's see. Annelida phylum, circulatory system is formed. what is that? In Arthropoda phylum, which system is very well developed? Endocrine system is very well developed. Very well developed in endocrine system. Central nervous system, central and peripheral. Sorry, central nervous system is developed. Next, sensory organs. Sensory, which type of sensory organs are? Tentacles, eye spots. What is the statocyst? Statocyst. Note down everyone. Statocysts. Statocysts. It is a leaf-like structure. Statocysts. Next one. Eye spots. Eye spot. Tentacles. Tentacles are present. Tentacles are present. So this is the nervous. Digestion, respiration, circulation and nervous system. Remaining what are they? These are completed. Excretion and the excretion. Okay. Final one is excretion. Next one is excretion and last one is reproduction. Excretion. Excretion is through the nephridians. Sorry. Excretion by the Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules and green glands. Malpighian tubules and green glands from their elimination of the excess amount of the nitrogenous wastages. Next one, reproduction. Very important. These are shown a different type of reproductive activities. Reproduction. Most of the individuals are oviporous. Oviporous and viviporous. This reproduction is external fertilization, unisexual, some of the bisexual. I will explain you viviporous. VV means after the fertilization. After the fertilization, the female organisms releasing eggs. That is called viviporous. Which organism after the fertilization organism releasing of the eggs? Those organisms are called as viviporous. Oviporous. Viviporous, after the fertilization there is no egg, only direct offspring. Direct offspring, that is called as viviporous. Direct to individual, there is egg. Egg is called ovi. O means starts with egg. Egg, O for egg. VV nothing but individual. Direct after mating, the organism direct releasing of the individual. Human beings are viviporous. After mating, after the gametes are formation, the female individuals are releasing offspring, not eggs. Okay. Before the fertilization, the releasing of the eggs, that is called ovum. After the mating, releasing of the offspring, that is called oviviporous. Next, so these are some of the unisexual forms and bisexual, nothing but hermaphrodites. Bisexual individuals are there. Unisexual and bisexual forms are there. Fertilization takes place, internal fertilization like this, internal fertilization, external fertilization. Internal fertilization and external fertilization. Internal and external fertilization takes place in inner side of the body and outer side of the body. Yes, there is a 2 or more larvae are there. Okay, the 2 or more larvae are there. Larva is known as a Napleus. Napleus. Very, very important. Larva is Napleus larva. Napleus larva. The first larva. Thereafter, these are shown number of the metamorphosis and converts into different larva stages. Napleus larva. Before the Napleus larva, the larva stage is known as a juvenile larva. Before Napleus. Sir. 1 minute left. Okay. Before the Napleus, it is converts into juvenile. Juvenile. Note down. Juvenile larva. The juvenile larva means the excess amount of the exocrine gland secretion. These are never converts into larva. Juvenile nothing but baby larva. Baby larva means there is a excess amount of the what is that, thyroxine, excess amount of the thyroxine was there, excess amount of the thyroxine, there is a never converts into larva. It is a baby larva is known as a juvenile larva. Okay, so this is the information about the general characters of the arthropoda.